What is that? What is that? That is my budget. Every fortnight, I go through my budget, and honestly, I used to dread doing my budget because I had no idea where my money was going. And then now, I'm like 6 months in, and I'm like, this actually works. When you stick to it, it works. And then you become more frugal. And then you realize, oh my goodness, I'm spending way too much money on going out, Uber Eats and DoorDash. I've kind of sorted out my money. I've sorted out my payments here. I've sorted out like a little wins challenge for myself and the wins for the month. And I just love the fact that I can just, really just, it's so interactive, and it's so colorful. I love colors. Essentially, so with the budget, I get paid every fortnight. So let's do our budget. So every fortnight I get paid X amount of number, and it varies because sometimes I can do more hours, sometimes I can do less, because when you are on a basis where you get paid hourly, it depends every fortnight. So I get paid fortnightly. How I break it down is that I have my fixed expenses, then I have my variable, and then I have my savings and investments. And those are the three ways I kind of structure my brain and structure my accounts. So with my fixed expenses, I have one account, and then with my variable, which is all my spending and which is all my hobbies, all my fitness stuff, I have a different account. And then with my savings and investments, I also have a different account because I love to track it. And one app that I have loved to use and has been a lifesaver, and I don't know if it's made in Australia or not, I have a feeling it is, but it's an app called Up. This video is not sponsored by them at all. I'm just here telling you that this app is an absolute lifesaver when I used it. Why that app was an absolute lifesaver is because it actually tracked my spending, and I didn't have anything that could do that for me. And I can actually categorize and say, I want to spend $30 for this fortnight, and I want to spend this much for this fortnight, and I want to spend this much for this fortnight. And there was one time that I said, I'm going to spend $30. And then I went over like 150 and this came up, and I was like, oh. So my goals for this next fortnight is obviously one, I have already made my goal for my wisdom teeth, and I had to put about this much away to get these bad boys out. The second goal is to finally start putting money into my emergency fund. And once my emergency fund is filled, then I can finally start making the steps towards our financial goals. And then the next fortnight there, it's living frugally, which is no Uber Eats, no takeout. Try to cook at home, even though I do not like cooking at home. Try to cook at home. Try. And to stick to my fun budget. It's actually really frugal in the next fortnight. It's about $32, but I kind of had to do that to meet this goal. So yeah, let's see how I do. And I'm really sticking to myself at this point. Okay, what worked last fortnight was when I made this budget, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and I'm going to put this much in savings and this much in my investments. Even though it did work, I felt like my money was too scattered, and my mind works in an avalanche method. If I have a savings goal, for example, if I have a savings goal for $4,000, I need to meet $4,000. I need to meet it. There's no doubt about it. I need to meet it. And that's how I am with debt and with anything in life, is that I need to get there. With this budget, I used it for the last 6 months, and when I did make it, it was plain and simple, but I personalized it to myself, because every time you do a budget, it is so personal to you, and your own goals is so different to the person next to you. You probably want to travel more, you will probably want to invest more, you probably want to buy a home, you want to buy an investment property, you want to buy a car, whatever you want to do. But that's why a budget is so important, because it's personalized to you. And sometimes if you can't do it yourself, then maybe an accountability partner or your spouse or your best friend can do it with you, and you can actually go through it together. Money is one of those things where it's just a cycle. It comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out. And when you're a child, you want so many things, and then that is your spiritual awakening. I don't want to go on a rampage about spirituality right now, because your spirit always is wanting, and you're wanting more. And when money comes in, it goes out. Money comes in, and that is a natural cycle of life. So it's okay to talk about money. I don't know who said it wasn't okay to talk about money, honestly. So if you do budget fortnightly too, or if if you did like this video, check out my other videos before you do follow me, because we do van building. We're doing van life at the moment, and hopefully I am full-time remote when our dream happens. And then also we do some travel videos, and this is my first time starting to do the budget videos as well, because this is what I like to do. So it's just a mixture of things. So have a look at that, check it out. If you like it, and subscribe. But if you don't, that is all good. Thanks for watching.